starts now.
Coming up next on Live at 5.
A 49-year-old man is behind bars and charged with offering a teenage girl $700 in exchange for sex. We're in Sandy with the latest in the investigation.
The record high temperatures may be.
KSL Live at 5 starts now.
Thanks for being with us tonight. New details in the case of a man accused of offering a teen money in exchange for sex. Videos posted on TikTok show several teenagers confronting the suspect. News specialist Garna Mejia is live in Sandy where this all played out. And Garna, what are police saying about this whole thing?
Yeah, Debbie, well, police tell me that this remains very much an active investigation. They say that 49-year-old Bryce Stephen Ray is being held without bail, and he's been officially charged by the Salt Lake County District Attorney's Office. Now, he's facing 2 counts, the first one being enticing a minor, and the second one, sexual solicitation of a child. Now, on July 9th, police suspect that Ray agreed to meet up with the 15-year-old girl on Snapchat. He offered her up to $700 in exchange for sex. He drove to Southtown Mall to meet up, but when he got there, he was confronted by a large group of teenagers who later posted the videos of the incident on TikTok.
Our officers were initially dispatched to a possible fight in progress, and if I remember correctly in the call narrative, it says a mob of about 20 people were chasing after a man.
Now, it appears that Ray had sent a picture of himself to the victim. According to detectives, Ray had also told the teen that he would bring $350 to pay her and that he would send her the rest of the money on a Cash App. Police later found a check for $360 in Ray's possession. Now, coming up at 6, I'll have more details on this investigation and why Sandy police say that there's a lot of other red flags around this case, including the teen's involvement in all of it and how everything unfolded. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Garna, compelling video. Thank you. Well, Salt Lake City man already...
KSL News at 6 starts now.
Good evening. Sandy police are sounding the alarm on teens taking justice into their own hands. This after a mob of teens confronted a man accused of offering a teenage girl money in exchange for sex. The teens shared this video of the incident on social media. News specialist Garna Mejia has the details.
Yeah, Deanie. Well, Sandy police tell me that this remains very much an active investigation into the suspect, but they're also concerned about, like you mentioned, the way that teens handled the entire incident, saying that they put themselves in danger and also may have compromised evidence in this case.
What you here to do, bro?
This video now part of an active investigation into 49-year-old Bryce Stephen Ray, accused of offering a 15-year-old girl up to $700 in exchange for sex.
16-year-old girl?
The video, we've blurred the faces of several minors, was posted on TikTok. The incident happened in the parking lot of Southtown Mall in Sandy. According to Sandy police, Ray connected with a teenage girl on Snapchat, but instead of the girl, he was met with the boys and their phones.
In the call narrative, it says a mob of about 20 people were chasing after a man.
Ray allegedly told the girl he'd bring $350 and pay her the rest from a Cash App. Detectives later found a check for $360. Sergeant Greg Moffitt says this is just one piece of their investigation into Ray and whether there are other victims.
There's a lot of digital evidence that our detectives will be working through.
In another video, the teens posted KSL's article on the arrest and a clip where they kick the suspect. Their involvement is raising some red flags for Sandy police, particularly the teens' motivation.
And if this is going to start some sort of trend through social media, I would like to say let's nip it in the bud now because there is so much that goes on.
Police are especially concerned about the teen's safety, including the victim.
I'd be really upset if some of my daughter's friends decided that they were going to put my daughter out as bait. And that's what it's referred to in one of the videos.
That's our bait.
Here's our bait. The best thing you can do is be a good witness and get as much information as you can and then contact us.
Get the cop.
Now, Ray is being held without bail at the Salt Lake County Jail. He's charged with enticing a minor and solicitation of a child. Now, each of these 2 counts carries a sentence of 1 to 15 years in prison if he is convicted. Deanie?
Garna, thank you. Tonight, the family of a man online or in person at the Heritage Center Theater in Cedar City. Meantime, crews continue to battle 6 other large wildfires across the state. That includes the Silver King fire, which has burned more than 17,000 acres and is now 18% contained. The Deer Springs fire, which is more than 11,800 acres and is 80% contained. A new wildfire burning just...
She's got many fractures. Part of her face was peeled off, so they had to sew her up. She's got broken ribs.
A hit and run in Sandy has a young woman fighting for her life. What to watch for to help bring the person responsible to justice in a story you will see only on KSL-5.
A mob of teens taking the law into their own hands to catch a predator. We'll show you the video and let you know what police are saying about it.
She basically just said that she didn't take cash.
In a world that seems to be going cashless, there is a tool actually teaching kids how to handle their money. Matt Gephardt shows us why this is one card parents do not need to fear.
KSL News at 10 starts now.
Good evening. An 18-year-old woman is fighting for her life after being hit by a car in Sandy.
And tonight, police are searching for the driver who left her lying in a busy road. It happened Saturday night just before 10:30 near 8500 South and State Street. That is where news specialist Debbie Worthen joins us live right now with the exclusive story. Debbie?
Yeah, Mike and Deanie, the family tells us that their daughter was walking home from work and crossed this busy road, State Street at 8500 South, when she was hit by that driver. Now, it was actually other drivers who pulled over and dragged her to safety so she would not get hit further. The family tonight wants to thank those good Samaritans, and they want help finding that driver who left their daughter in the street.
She has broken bones in her face, cranium, and in her spine.
18-year-old Odalis Rendon Ariano's injuries are severe. She was crossing State Street near 8500 South Saturday night when the unthinkable happened.
Officers were dispatched to a auto pedestrian hit and run. When the officers arrived, they found the pedestrian in this accident badly injured.
People who were driving had to stop, pull over, and drag her from the street to the sidewalk so that other cars wouldn't completely destroy her.
Her family says her injuries indicate Odalis was thrown into the air when she was hit and landed on her face. When medical crews arrived, they took the 18-year-old to the hospital, where her mother says she is in critical condition. She says it's devastating seeing her daughter like this.
She's got many fractures. Part of her face was peeled off. She's got broken ribs, I understand. She's barely conscious. She's conscious, but she's weak.
Very sad, desperate, exhausted, frustrated, very hurt to see my daughter this way.
They're also desperate for answers, as are police.
Anyone that knows anything, contact us.
Now, most of the pictures that her family showed us were just too graphic for us to air tonight at 10 o'clock. Now, police say there are a few things that will stand out about this car. So it's a 4-door, dark-colored sedan. They say it's beat up. It's missing the front bumper. And also, it has one door that is mismatched, either white or light in color. They say that could be an indicator of the car. If you see that, give them a call. They also just want tips in general if you think you know anything about what happened out here. Mike, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Debbie, it's just hard to imagine someone doing that to someone and then just driving off there. Unbelievable.
Right.
All right, Debbie, thank you. Hopefully they can track them down. Tonight we are hearing from the family.
That is a tough one. Thanks, Kirsten. Sandy police are sounding the alarm on teens taking justice into their own hands.
Yeah, a mob of teens confronted a man accused of offering a teenage girl money in exchange for sex. This video here, posted to TikTok, is now part of an active investigation into 49-year-old Bryce Stephen Ray. The incident happened in the parking lot of Southtown Mall. According to police, Ray connected with a teenage girl on Snapchat, but instead of the girl, he was met with the boys and their phones.
And if this is going to start some sort of trend through social media, I would like to say let's nip it in the bud now, because there's so much that goes on.
Police say this was extremely dangerous. They are concerned about the teen's motivations and the safety of the victim, who they referred to as bait. Crews are making some big gains that day. Plus,
they learn how to earn money and then manage it in a proper way.
Teaching kids about digital dollars without risks to your credit card. Matt Gephardt looks at a new tool designed to do just that. There's never a bad time to teach kids about money, but the thing is, it's getting harder for many of us to do that because much of the money we spend these days, we never actually touch.
Yeah, so tonight, KSL's Inflation Buster Matt Gephardt looks into how some new apps out there are helping kids learn and appreciate money fundamentals in a cashless world.
Abigail and Alice Gephardt are excited about Utah getting a hockey team.
You guys can call me Spicy Tuna.
So excited, in fact, that they were among the fans in the stands when the team was introduced here at the Delta Center earlier this year. Their dad was busy working on the plaza outside for that TV station across the street. But he'd had the foresight to send them into the Delta Center with a little cash for snacks.
We were having a good time and we wanted to eat Dippin' Dots.
But alas, they were turned away without their precious faux ice cream.
She basically just said that she didn't take cash.
Yeah, as their deadbeat father should have remembered, the Delta Center is among the growing list of places that do not take cash. It is a trend that is creating demand for alternatives.
That's his bank account.
Greg Merced is a certified financial planner and runs a company called Busy Kid.
Busy Kid is an app that we've created to essentially give kids experience with money before they get to the reality, right? That college time where it's like smacks them in the face.
Merced says that the benefits of his app and the accompanying credit card go beyond simply being able to access Dippin' Dots in a cashless building. The app has options that allow money to be split between spending, saving, giving, and even investing.
They learn how to earn money and then manage it in a proper way.
Merced believes this is a good alternative to, say, giving your kid access to your credit card.
They need to learn when they swipe, the numbers change, and that money is gone.
As for this tween, after her Delta Center experience, her dad set her up with a debit card from one of Busy Kid's competitors.
The one thing I like about it is that you don't get change back.
So far, she seems to like it.
I think it's nice because I get some money that I can spend, so I have it in my debit card when I need it, and I have some in savings in case I need it when I'm older.
With these debit cards, you can set them up to send a push alert to your phone so you, the grown-up, can instantly know every time it's used for Dippin' Dots or anything else. Guys?
That is great. Yeah, that's great for these kids. I'm glad she's saving, too.
Yeah,
I've tried to teach that to my kids. The saving part seems really hard for them.
Well,
All right.
We'd never call him a deadbeat dad.
No, never.
And Matt actually loaded a debit card for me, so I'm very excited.
Good. Go get your Dippin' Dots.
We're going to go get Dippin' Dots. Yeah. Hot temperatures today, but it's...